Good morning, everybody. This is Mike, Global Trading Software. Good Monday morning. It's August 23rd, and we're going to get into the markets this morning and see what we can do. Just kind of looking at some of the things we got to go over this morning. Pretty much hope everybody had a great weekend. Big news this morning is Bitcoin's 50K. That's what everybody's throwing up there. You know, I've got so many messages. I'm not in Bitcoin, but hey, if you are, congratulations, you're making money on it. Let's look at the calendar today for this morning. Right now, let's see. We got the Chicago Fed national activity, which is already taking place. And pretty much most of the stuff is overseas stuff, except for the manufacturing this morning. The PMI for manufacturing comes out at 8:45, which is about 15 minutes. Services PMI for August is also market composites. Today, PMI is on that. Home sales is today. Existing home sales is today, and 3-month bill options, 6-month, and that's pretty much it. It pushes the market today. Some of the things, going on overseas, you got some different things in retail overseas and things like that. But just for the United States market this morning, the manufacturing PMI and services PMI and the composites and home sales, that's the 4 today. And we'll see what happens with those. See if they make the market move any at all, or if any. But sometimes you never know. I do think that we're way up in price this morning. NQ I'm looking at right now is 128. 128 price on that. I think it's going to be a little bit too high for us to move this morning. So I think we're going to come down, guys. I really do. We hit this 140.75 right here, as you can see on the chart. Right there, and that was about 7:30 this morning. Excuse me. So we did top I think 150 last night when we were watching it. Me and some friends of mine were on just goofing around and in the Discord. And we were just kind of watching it, talking about it, and kind of putting our little plan together like we always do. So pretty much, hey Anonymous, how you doing, bro? Hey, good morning, Anonymous. Good to see you, man. But we're just kind of watching it this morning to see what we're going to get. Right now, the silver had a 6-star buy. That was about a couple minutes ago, 5, 6, 7 minutes ago before I think I got on. So we'll see what silver's doing over here. And I think that silver was on the 1 minute, actually. Yeah, look at this thing. Wow. This is a monster. This is a beautiful trade right here if you're in this trade already. I didn't get a chance to get on this one, but your entry would have been 23,525. Stop loss would have been down here at the 23,455, and you can still stay in this if you're on this. It's a really good, nice looking trade here. Trade manager's doing a good job through here, letting you stay in the trade. So that's really nice on silver this morning. I'm not going to get in it and chase it. So that's just that. But you guys know I don't chase them when they're way up. I like to get on those entries. No, I'm not on the silver trade, but it's a really good trade. I just caught it. I mean, it came out at like right before I got on. The entry was right a minute before I actually got online. So I kind of missed this one. But man, your entry would have been great on this at 23,520 even. You could have gotten 23,520 and still riding it. And right now it's at 590. So that's a good move. That's a money maker right here on silver this morning already. But it's a little late for me to try to jump on it. So I think I'll hold back on that one. Okay, cool. I just got a message from Daniel. He's coming in a minute. And there's some changes for him this morning. So I'm trying to get my seat right this morning. That's like, wow. Hang on, guys. Let's see if I can get this thing to come up a little bit more. Like I'm sitting on the floor this morning. There you go. That's a lot better. I feel like I'm a midget. I want to be a midget this morning. So basically, the silver trade's looking really good. Yeah, you missed it too. Yeah, I missed it too, man. I would love to cop this one because this is a good one. Good morning, Daniel. But yeah, this silver trade would have been a great trade this morning. You could have got in right here, like I said. the 6-star candles right here. So there's your entry right there. I mean, you're one tick above the 520, 521, 525, somewhere in that area. You could have jumped in 520 or 525 on this one and still rode this up. And it's still going. It's not over yet. But you know, your stop loss could have been down here below the cloud. I've cut mine like to 450 or something like that, and just kind of watched it. And trailing stops are good too. If you want to use a trailing stop with this, it's perfect. I've been using a trailing stop a lot with it. And I really just kind of found out from Daniel after using this thing for so long, I can go over here, man, and actually on the motorway and add these trail order, boom, right there. You know, and that's something I was looking into, but I never had really a chance to get into it. But Daniel and I were kind of on last night messing around, and he's like, "Hey, man, check this out." I mean, I've seen it over here. I use it a lot for different things, but I didn't have a chance to actually dig into that side of that motorway platform thing there. But I like to use my buy and ask up here. But I like that also for quick entries, man. It's just boom right there. You can just put your order in, and you're good. I do think, Daniel, does it keep? What I was wanting to ask you, Daniel, I wonder if Motorway keeps the same contracts you got up here in the quantity. Like if you got 2 contracts up here in the quantity, if you hit this trade, does it automatically recognize those 2 contracts? That's what I was wondering about. So I didn't test it, but I won't use it this afternoon. I'll wait till lunchtime, go through it, and see what happens. But yeah, the NQ is coming down a little bit this morning, guys. If you're in the NQ, it looks like it's falling. It's falling good too. It's really a good short there. It's right there by the support level, so it's just kind of hanging right there. We're going to get a 6-star sell on that one very soon, I'm sure. Because I just think the prices are way too high, guys. But this 6-star silver is a good trade here. As you can see, the trade manager is taking you up. Okay, thanks, man. That's what I thought. So the 6 stars trade is taking you up here with the manager, higher than average volume candles here. You got below average volume candles here. But the good thing is this trade's still going on, and I don't think silver's gonna, maybe come down too far. So you're in the trade right here, man. You made some good money, really good money on this trade. And if you took this trade here, man, you probably just made your day if you had 3 or 4 contracts. Because silver pays. It's one of my favorites. I used to never traded it, but now I trade silver, copper, ES, NQ, you name it, we trade it. I don't really mess with gas too much. People ask me about gas. I don't really trade gas. I don't trade, excuse me. I don't trade cryptos. I don't trade gas. I don't do the softs, the wheat, corn, and all that. I don't mess with those. I don't do the micros. I don't mess with those either. So I just trade the big ones. I trade the regular futures, the indices, the metals, the energies, stuff like that. Currencies I wouldn't mind getting involved in, but they just don't seem like they move as much for me as I want them to. So I just kind of stay with my currencies also. We got our hands full with just the charts we got because they're always something's moving in one of them. So if you're on here and you can always get something to move. And that's what I like about it. Getting something just to go. And you can see silver's here. This is like a one-hit wonder here. It's got no higher than average volume or low. So it's just kind of like doing it staying here, but it's coming up. So we'll see if this thing closes up around the 590 where it's sitting at now. We'll see if it comes up to join that, maybe pushes forward. Awesome. But yeah, good morning, Daniel. Good morning, Anonymous. Just glad you guys are on with this morning really early and see what the open's going to bring. See what the open's going to bring this morning on something. So I think it's going to be a good open, but I really think the prices are really way up in the range. So I'm already starting to see, like I told you last night, Daniel, we were talking, and remember I told you about the prices coming down off that NQ at that 150 level. Now we're like 123 this morning. I just have a strong belief that thing's going to tank. So I want to keep an eye on that big one there because I think NQ is going to come down solid this morning, but never know. I've seen crazier things happen this last couple of weeks since I've been doing this online and digging into stuff. Man, it's kind of cool. And it's nice to see when you're right, you know, like, wow, I called that perfect, you know. It's kind of cool. We'll go over here and since you're yeah, on crude, yeah. And that's true, man. So check out the oil. Yeah, look at this. Big 6 star right here on the oil this morning, and that's about 7:30. Um, you can see you wanted to take a pre-entry over here, you could have, but basically this is trading into resistance, and it's still kind of trading into resistance. This is a nice move, though. I probably would have stuck with this one. I probably would have got into this and took this at least because we haven't really hit our out to right here. So you could have took all this profit right in here. So that's really nice on crude. But man, crude is it's looking good, man. You guys are watching the NQ, man. This thing is looking nasty. Let's check out the NQ on the 1 minute this morning. Look at this. Oh yeah, nasty looking. This baby here looks like she's going to tank anytime soon. So yeah, it is. I mean, it's in a bearish move right now, guys, and it's pretty much under that 128 that I was looking at earlier, right here. The 128. This 128 is a key level. Anything under that's a short. You know what I mean? It's just tanking, getting on down there. You'll see this candle come on down. There you go. See what I mean? There he comes. And actually, the 3 minute just gave us. Um, let's see. There you go. The 3 minutes right here. So let's look at the 3 minute on this. Yeah, we got a 6 star on the 3 minute right here, guys. Right there. There's your 6 star on your 3 minute right here. The 1 minute still got it coming down. I'm looking at the 1 minute on the side chart. So basically, if this will pan out right here, this could be a good entry. And you're already below everything. You got some resistance right down here at the 115. So you got a little bit of resistance at the 115 here on the bottom, right there. Okay. And then the next level down would be right here at the, excuse me, 103, which we've seen the 103 last night a few times. So these are the levels right here. So you're at the 118, 119 in price, 119 exactly, 119.50, coming down to the 115.25. Yeah. So basically, if right now it's still good for a short. I mean, it's the entry's right here on the excuse me, right here on the 6 star at about 119.75. So it really hasn't hit my entry yet, but we can probably take this one for a good ride this morning. I do believe this thing's going to fall, guys. But we'll go with one contract and see. I'm not going to risk a lot. Yeah, I mean, we can get in on the 3 minute, but I prefer to use the 1 minute sometimes also. And you can see this one here is coming down on the 1 minute, guys. Yeah, so this one's going to be a really nice one here, but you're going to get a pullback um, in this candle. Let's look at the 1 minute real fast, and I'll show you what I mean. Right here, see, guys, this is the 1 minute on it. We already know we got a 6 star at the price, so we can use the 1 minute to average it out. Because we already know we got a 6 star on the 3 minute right here on this candle, okay? And we already know that the price is going the 115. It was that area that we were talking about. But we'll see right here on the 1 minute chart, it's right there. I mean, it's right at the price we want it to be, 117.25. So after 117.25, we're going to be good down to 112, and then down to the bottom at 105, 104. Yeah, I'm not messing with gold. It is tricky this morning. So basically, if it drops down past the 116, this is where we would probably want to get in at it on the 1 minute, gauged on the 3 minute time frame, right there. But we'll put it there, and we'll leave it there, and go back to the three. Here we go back on the 3 minute, because I really like the 3 minute chart on this one because it's got the 6-star on it, so we can actually see it really good. But you're getting a pullback right now, guys. You're going to see this candle pull back. It's going to pull back to the 121, that's where it's sitting right now. As a matter of fact, 121, 122. This is the pullback. This is that 30-second pullback on the 1 minute that you're going to get inside this chart. So we will see how this goes. If she reverses down, which I do believe she's going to, then we'll get in it. But we'll hold on to it right here and see on the 3 minute. But you're getting a pullback at the 1 minute right now. So we'll kind of wait. This is a new candle going to form here anyways on the 1 minute. So it is pulling back up to the price of 122, 123 up in that area. But it's not it's not showing a reversal. I don't, on my other chart I'm looking at, I don't see a reversal. I just see a pullback. There we go. It's kind of funny. I broke my my black glasses. You guys see me always wear? I broke them. So, luckily, I found these. I'll be going to the store today, get me some new glasses. Probably at lunch. Pretty funny. Let's see what this is. Yeah, I'm answering a text, guys. Here. Okay, so basically got a pullback going on right here on this 6-star 3 minute. And you guys can see, I'll show you what I'm talking about on the 1 minute. So right now we don't have an entry, but right here you can see on the 1 minute chart that I'm telling you about right there. Boom. Here's your pullback candle right there. And I expected that. And pretty much got where I can call these pullbacks. And what's really cool about the trade manager is I've learned a lot about it. And I've learned a lot about how to gauge where I'm at with my chart versus the chart I've got. You guys don't see my other chart, but I use my other chart with just the fundamental stuff I like trading with when I'm goofing off. But I use this is the chart I trade on. So I just use my other chart to catch the things that I want to see. And it really works out well with the NQ because I can only use one chart at a time on my other screen until I get my other screens built in, which I'm working on that now. But yeah, you're definitely getting the pullback here on this candle 123, 124 is where I expect it. I don't expect it to stay up though. We'll see if it does because right now we're still showing this bearish market, as you guys can see down here. So we're still showing the bearish move, even though it's a pullback. This is just a pullback of the down. That's all it is. Because you got the big down started up here, boom, pullback. As you can see, we had a slight pullback here, but not enough. And that's what we're looking at, this big pullback coming through, and we'll see if this changes. But yeah, this is kind of like it's just putting the pullback on it, so we're good there. Wait and see what happens. We got about another 30 minutes to the market open, so we'll see what happens with that. But right now the NQ is the one we need to be on though, because it's the one that had it's the one that had the 6-star on it, so it had the 6-star sell going on the 3 minute. So we know it's not happening right now because we're looking at the opposite chart of the 1 minute, and the woman's pulling back. So there was no reason to be on the 3 minute watching that. But we could possibly get reversed and come back to it. And remember what I told you guys about this thing to remember on these, just because it doesn't happen right now, right this moment, it doesn't mean at the open, and this is probably what's going to happen. It doesn't mean at the open this won't trail back down and hit this and tank. And this is always good to put your lines down here. You know that your entry is going to be 116, 116.75. or if you just want to wait to 115 down here, you can. That's only another tick. I'll probably enter at 115 even on this one here, guys, when she comes back and hit it, and then just take it down. So it's always good to mark a line on your chart when you get these, just in case, because 90% of the time that I've been watching these, a lot of them will trail back to where they came from and continue the 6-star, maybe 20 minutes from now, or maybe a half hour from now. And it's kind of crazy because I'll look and go, wow, it actually come back to here. And now it's a continuation of this down. So it can go up here and play around like this. And then all of a sudden just trickle back down to here, and then boom. And that's all that is the indication and the actual down of this down here, because in the market you get a down move, you get an up move. Okay, either breaks back up or it just tanks. So, and that's what we're looking at. And explaining that, the let's see if I can show you guys what I'm talking about. It ain't those. It ain't those. I don't think I have them on. Oh, there they are, right there. Um, so this would be pretty much here. This is what I'm talking about right here. Okay, just an explanation of this for you, since we're not really got nothing moving yet. So basically, if this, let's just say this 6-star comes up to my dot here. See how my dot is right here? Let's say the 6-star comes up to here. Okay, then comes back down. Okay, it either has two choices. It would be a continuation, come to here, continuation, boom, right? Or it would do this, and then maybe, like that. So that's what I'm talking about. You get the pullbacks, continuation, or a bounce, or you get this. You get this big move here. You know what I mean? And excuse me, guys. This is kind of like lays it out in perspective for you. This is what I mean when I show you about my mouse moving. This is what I'm talking about. Like coming up to here, coming back down, and bam, or you get the what we call the end pattern, um, and she kind of comes up and does this and expires support right there. So she might come up and bounce a little bit sideways and then take off up to here. So this is kind of what I'm talking about when I do those for you. So that way you guys would know, what I'm talking about when I say, hey, this could do this and go up here and come down. It's better if I just show you guys with a drawing. That way you'll know exactly what I mean. But like I said, later on, she could come to here or here, come through here, come back down, and boom, fall, and she could just keep falling like this all the way down this morning at the market. So that's something I just like to keep an eye on. But hope you like my little drawing there this morning. I wasn't an artist in school, so just let you know if you didn't like my drawing. But yeah, it looks like we're getting a little bit of a turn here on the 1 minute on the NQ. So we're still checking out that 3-minute chart there. There you go. And needs to be over here like this. Boom, got that working. So we're good. And you can see here she comes on the 1 minute. Just like I said, she'd go up, hit something, come back down. That's exactly what she's doing now on the 1 minute, as we said. So this right here is probably going to be a continuating back down and on the 1 minute. So we'll see what she does. The 3 minutes still showing it moving up, but we're in a bearish market. So I don't think we're going to get the big bullish move up to here, because who's disliking the live stream? I don't know. Who knows? I do not know. Oh, well, I can't please everybody. But hey, we got a bunch of good followers. It's all that matters. Welcome to everybody who's out there watching us in YouTube. And, maybe they're just having a bad morning. You never know. I've had my days. So I don't know. I can't see that side of it. Anonymous. Um, did you, Daniel, did you invite Kevin in this morning? Because I know Kevin wanted to follow us. So I didn't know if he was in this morning or not. I'm going to see if I can bring up my YouTube thing and see if I can see if this works, but I don't think you can. We'll see. Nope. It could be anybody. It doesn't, um, you're gonna have, you know, you're gonna have like your people with different opinions. Everybody in this world has a different opinion about everything. So I just do what I got. I just come here and do what I want to do and do the things we're supposed to do and trade the signals and use the trade manager and things like that. If people find value in it, great. If they don't, that's their personal opinion. They have a right to it. So I just leave it at that and go on my merry day. We know what we did. We know what we do in here every week. You guys just see me make some killer trades. So we know it's valuable. We've been doing it, and me and Daniel have back tested it and all kinds of stuff, and we've done quite well, as a matter of fact. So, what's that old saying? Haters will be haters. It's all right, though. I don't mind. Some people don't like Johnny Depp, and some do. You know what I mean? So it's just the way it is. Part of life. Can't please everybody, and that's just the way it goes. Doesn't define my day, though. I have a happy day either way. Right now, we got this NQ, guys. It's really, really still staying in the bearish look, but it's really wanting to maybe change back over, but it's just not happening right now. I'm looking at the other chart over here, and it's still it's still a bearish move on this chart. So yeah, Damien, I don't know if you can see who they didn't put the not like or whatever. I don't know if it's part of it or whatever. Hey, you never know, man. It could be an ex-wife. Just kidding, guys. That's just a joke. Um, but yeah, we're kind of piercing through here on the NQ, guys. Look like she's trying to go back to the bullish side, but it's still kind of waiting to see here. We might get a big move here off this NQ if she breaks this support here. This one seems to keep doing it to all of our live sessions. Huh. That's kind of funny. I wonder who that could be. I think I have a few ideas on that one, Damien. I won't say them on air, but I have a few ideas. There's a few people out there that that and I remember the one I was telling you about this morning, Damien, when we had that conversation on the phone. More than likely, that's that person. But it has nothing to do. I don't care if a person has their own opinion. That's fine. But if you're out there on YouTube and you're disliking our live stream just because you don't like maybe the host or somebody in here or whatever, I mean, that's okay. We don't mind. We just go on our day. So, okay, guys. So right now the NQ is trying to do its thing, and we're going to try to troll back now. So maybe we'll get this reversal back down here again. So, and maybe continue with our 6-star 1 minute or 3 minute, excuse me, 1 minute move. We said about 28 minutes, but you can see what I'm talking about right here. Um, Coming back down. Well, I know it ain't you, Anonymous. You love our streams. And Edward and Dave and all the other guys out there that we have come on here every day with us. Really a bunch of good guys, man. If you guys would give it a chance, man, you ought to come on here and check this out and watch how we trade with the algo and the trade manager and all the other products. Don't jump to conclusions until you see it work. Um, I'm just saying that out, to let you know that, hey, this does work. We use it all the time. And some of these guys that make some really, really good money. Good morning, man. How you doing? So, if if you have doubts and or wonders or whatever, just come on here and hang out with us, man. Ask questions. I mean, we're glad to help you. We're glad to help you set up a platform. Daniel and I worked with a guy last night that's a friend of ours, and he got MotoWave, and we walked him through it till 11:30 last night. Daniel put a lot 3 hours into it last night, helping him. So that's the kind of guys that we have here that reach out and help somebody do something, and we want to make sure that you're set to do this when you get on here with us. We want to make sure you're set to go when you start trading with us, because this way we're not, wasting your time. So you get on here and get these products and you trade with us. We're going to help you set the stuff up and walk you through some stuff that you might not know to help you to help you get the 100% that you need out of it, and help you come around into being a really good profitable trader. So Daniel, yeah, Daniel can help you, man. He's on here. I think Daniel, you still on here? Yeah, because he needs some help. You said, man, so that's cool. Are you which platform are you on there, Tedrick? I hope I got that right. Tetrick, is it Tetrick? Tetrick, I think that's what it's right. Just make sure I get your name wrong. Yeah. So yeah, he'll help you out, man. If you what platform you're on or whatever. If you're on MotoWave, especially, or Ninja 8, Ninja Trader 8. Well, I don't know if he has. I don't know if he has Ninja Trader, but I know that a few guys in here that do. Um, um, if what do you need help on? Because I'm sure we can figure it out either way. But see, that's the thing, man. If you got a question and you need something, or you need help on a platform, most of all of us have different platforms. We use different things. Yeah, you can use Dame. Yeah, Damien's the support is our support guy. He was just talking about Daniel for the he thought Daniel was support because I had said he helped the guy last night, one of our friends. That was just misunderstanding there. But yeah, Damien can help you on that. Just ask him. He's on here now. If you have a problem with that, Titrick. If you have a question about MotoWave, I mean, if somebody can answer it, I can sure answer it for you because I had the platform a long time. But you guys can see right here, man, the NQ. Um, we never got back down where we wanted to get. You know, I really wish this would come on back down, but I think the Open's going to be the fun part, guys. But yeah, I'm glad you like us, Anonymous, man. Good morning, everybody who's on there with me. And there's your email right there for you, T-Trick. There's the software thing right there. You can get with him and he'll help you out. Thank you, Damien, for doing that. Um, so we're just going to wait to see what happens here. But we have like a bunch of really good guys coming every morning, and we're building a really good room. I see a lot of the familiar faces and names, on here every morning. So it's really nice. Nice to see everybody in here with me this morning. And you guys come on earlier this morning, which yeah, good morning, Shane. How you doing, man? I mean, you guys are really just came in here really early. I'm glad. Yeah, that's the Discord link right there for anybody who wants to join the Discord link for Global Trading Software. That's the link on it right there. So thank you, Damien, for posting that for me this morning also. Yeah, Shane, we had we're gonna have a really good day, guys. We're getting a really bunch of guys piling in this morning. And let's just have a good time with this and get some good signals and see what we can trade and make some money off this stuff. That's the goal for the day. My goal today is to try to make some money. So I mean, it's nice when I can make money live too and show, and that way the doubters are like, wow, I should have stayed in there. But just give it a chance. If you're out there on YouTube and you're watching this right now, just give us a chance. Just because you don't see me taking a trade right now, I'm not taking a trade right now, and I'll show you why I'm not taking the trade. And maybe this will help clarify something for you if you're watching this. Basically, this is a 3-minute chart on the NQ. So we trade the signals. Okay, we have the divergence cloud here, and we have the 6-star sell. But the 6-star sell met the criteria as far as going down. But we got support here. We have the divergence cloud, which is part of the bundle. We have it in here. But It didn't meet our criteria as far as the fall. You see where it came down, guys? If you're out in YouTube land and you're watching and wondering why we didn't take a trade here, well, this is why. We wait for things to develop before we jump into these, and we don't chase trades. If you would have gotten this trade here, you could, I mean, yeah, you could probably got a little bit here before you got killed going back the other way, but we don't do that. We want to make sure it meets our criteria. First of all, we need the 6-star. Second of all, we need the divergence cloud. Okay. Third of all, we need the higher than average volume from the trade manager, and we need that to come down to be in this, and to stay in it. And that's what we look for. So you have to have, if you're going to have a strategy in trading, you got to have something that you are going to keep always as a strategy. Okay. So this is pretty much your strategy. So you don't deviate from it. You're not going to lose money. So the people in the market that are deviating and not seeing what we see, yeah, a lot of these guys took this short here, but now they're trying to cover because it's reversed and it's gone back against them. So this is something we don't do, and you'll learn a lot of discipline and a lot of patience by trading this. You really will. If you just stick. Good morning, Nikolai. How you doing? So if you'll just stick to the program, and just stick to your rules, even though when you're not on here, you just say, I'm not going to trade unless Mike trades. So, because a lot of my buddies, and Daniel will tell you, I got friends that will just trade every candle, man. And I told them, you got to start learning how to separate the discipline in trading. And a lot of things that new traders make mistakes at is they will try, oh, it's going to go up. I'm getting it right here. I'm going to get in. You're not missing out on anything, guys. And that's one of the key things about trading. People think they're missing out. They got to be trading. They got to be trading. They got to be trading. You don't have to be trading to make a bunch of money. You can sit and wait for the right trades, and you're going to be profitable. And you're going to be profitable. You're going to be really nice profitable. But trying to trade, just anything, you're not going to be profitable. You're going to be like what we call the boom and buster. And what I mean by boom and buster is the boom and buster will start out making the boom, making making that $1,000 trade, and then the buster side of him keeps trading, and he blows his account. And that's what the curve is, and the curve on a trading account. If you look at someone's curve and you say, well, you're showing constant earnings on your trades, consistency, then you're getting to be a better trader. But when you go consistent, 3 trades, 6 trades lost, 3 trades gained, 9 trades lost, 2 trades gained, that's not consistency. That's a boom and buster. And this is what will help you get out of being a boom and buster, because it will help you start learning discipline and discipline yourself. And you know what's really funny about trading? Once you get the disciplining in trading, it kind of carries over into your daily life. Like, man, I've learned so much patience from trading. I have a lot more patience now. I'm so mellow. My wife's like, wow, there's been a real, like, a change in you. And I think it's because I've really learned how to look at things more disciplined, even after I get off my trading day. So just keep that in mind, um, and put that in your notes. Just a little few tips there to help you get through, man. But right now you can see we got the, let's look at this right here. Yeah, we got a neutral market going on with the bias indicator this morning in the NQ, but it is a reversal back the other way. That's pretty much what it's doing. I'm showing the 128 right here. 128, yeah, right here. You got this old support level right here. The new resistance level is right here at the 128, 127, 128. So about 127 right there. So she's got the cloud sitting here in front of her. Doesn't mean she's going to break. Excuse me, but hey, we could see a big move here, maybe on the upside of this. I look at the chart and just kind of going, wow, she's in the bullish state right now. So, well, nothing like the coffee you don't like. Oh, mercy. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to all you guys who joined me this morning. I can't express it enough to let you guys know I appreciate you being in here. Kind of helps me get through my day. That way I'm not talking to myself. At least I know there's somebody out there watching, right? So we haven't got any signals on anything yet. And this is kind of cool because, oh, you haven't got that done, man? I don't know. I know you can probably get with Paul on that, or maybe get with Damien to ask Paul, because I know Paul. I think Paul had that trade station thing done or funded. I don't know if he did. I think he did, but you might want to ask Damien. Go to that email he just put up there and ask him to send you an email or something, because I know you've been having a problem with that funded thing on that trade station. I don't know. I guess it could be where you live or something. I don't know. I don't know anything about that one. I know that it's IBR broker is easy to do, but because it's linked to my motorway. But I don't know about the trade station. The trade station is a good platform. I've used it, but I don't know anything about their account setups. But I'm sure Damien can tell you. He put an email up there. Just email him. Maybe you can ask Paul. He can ask Paul for you, help you figure it out. Because I know you've been trying to do it for like 2-3 days now. That's terrible, man. And they're hard to get a hold of. I know that. That's a fact. Every time I used to call them all the time when I had their platform, and all I get's a message. All righty. So you got the bullish move going on in the NQ right now. So she's got the neutral market going on with the NQ, but she's got the bullish move. We try to trail up here, but that 128 though is a key level. So see if it trails come back to it or whatever this morning. But hey, right there at the top of the 132.50 is the a resistant zone. So 132.50 is probably where she could be taken off to if she goes up there anymore. We'll see. We just want to see this open come down. That's what I want to see. But I had a guy called me last night and asked me about the cryptos, and I don't really do cryptos a lot, but he was asking about the Cardona. I think it's Cardona. And if you're out there this morning watching, man, I just told you wait for the market open, see if you get a big fall, see if the big pullback comes before you invest in them. That's what I always do. I did do some Dogecoin there, but I took mine and got out. Take your earnings and run. Um, maybe if it pulls back some other day. But I would really, really like to maybe later on have a lot more stuff added that we can trade. I would love to short crypto just for the fun of it. Oh man, maybe Uncle Paul can set us up. Just kidding with you, Paul. In case you're watching this morning, supposed to be on vacation, I thought, but I seen you pop up earlier. A working man's never on vacation, really. I don't think a trader's ever on vacation. You're always thinking about the market. I don't care what you're doing. Mercy. That's funny because I had a picture I put on Twitter the other day about like two mountains. Like one's like this and one's below, and these two guys were looking at the mountain, and he looks at his friend and goes, "Wow, look, man, they're support resistance." That's how bad they've got it. All right, so you got the NQ trying to go up this morning a little bit. Like I said, there's really not a lot of stuff in the market this morning, guys. Manufacturing PMI is the only thing I've seen that could affect the market this morning. That was at 7:30. But who knows with the news? You've got a lot of things going on in the news, and we'll work on that and see if we get anything like major going on this morning. You got the Taliban thing, which is old news now. Kind of funny though. Taliban's got a Twitter page, so Taliban's on Twitter. uh, Trump was kicked off Twitter, but Taliban's got a page. That's hilarious. Oh man. Yeah, I don't do any politics, but I thought that was kind of amusing. Yeah, 131 now. Like I said, she was trying to get up to like that 132-ish area. Right there where she's sitting at, right there, about the 132.75, 132.50. And that's where I expected it to hit that already anyway. So that was cool. Came right up to where I called it. Well, every time, yeah, Daniel, he probably has, but every time you call them, you get that same message. If it's a trade thing, press one. If it's something else, press two, and you get a voicemail. But they are good people. They'll get back to you. But I mean, it just takes a little while because during the COVID thing, man, it was hard to get a hold of any broker because they were slammed and people working from home, and there was just a lot of stuff going on with that, which I can understand. You got thousands of traders out here, and you've got a couple people that are scattered all over the place working from home. That makes it kind of hard to do, I think. So I think it just, it's just part of the new world. But thank God we can work from home. So that's a blessing for us to actually be sitting like I'm in my office at home. It's a blessing for me to be at home working. So I don't have to put up with all that other stuff. I don't have to worry about going to lunch, paying for lunch, or any of that stuff. I just do it right at the house. As a matter of fact, I'm going to grab me some coffee before the market opens here in about 3, 4 minutes because I'm definitely out of coffee. Um, we're going to wait and see if this thing does anything. Daniel, you when we were looking at this last night, we were about right, brother. We were right on the money, man. Just 128, 132 is the level mean you were talking about last night. And that's exactly where she's sitting this morning. But you can see all the traffic we have up through here. You can see these resistance levels, guys. They're all up in this area. So look at this, all up in here on the NQ. You got 134, you got the 140, 140, 150, 144. So all those were all the old levels we hit last night, and you know that we were watching last night. We were all up in here last night trading. This is like 10 o'clock last night. And the funny thing was, is Daniel watched me make 8 grand last night on a Sunday. And so $8,000. Him and Kevin both watched me. I think you were in there too, um, hanging out with us, anonymous. We were just all messing around last night. I did the $8,000, $8,100 on the Sunday night. So it was really kind of nice. Yeah, we got the 3 minute up here on the NQ. While this is just waiting for the market, guys, I only got about 8 minutes, so I'm going to grab some more coffee and get ready before she bobs around like Daniel said. We're going to be bobbing around, but I'm hoping, guys, on the NQ, um, yeah, that's what I'm seeing too, a bunch of sell orders. We can get up in this area. I'm hoping if we're going to push up, we do, but I would like to see this thing come down back to the 6 star and then come all the way back down into the 14s. But excuse me for one moment. I'm going to get some coffee, guys, and I'll be right back in a second, okay? All right, guys, back. Coffee's good. Fresh cup right here in my hand. As you guys can see. I have it this morning. Whew, it's strong too. Mercy. Yep, we're gonna get in the old. Oh my God. Look at this old. Whoop, I don't want to be doing a buy-in this morning, that's for sure. In a 5 minute here, which is over here. And setting this up right here. I don't see any 6 stars on it yet on the 5 minute, but we'll see. See what goes on here. Nice move though. Look at this move. This is beautiful. Boom, came up here. Still going. Yeah, for the opening. Well, you mean for the opening part of the market? I assume that's what we'll stay on for the 5 minute. If we get moves on the other, we'll just go back to the other charts and check them out. If we get the 6 stars on the other ones this morning, but right now we're just sitting on the old chart. And if you're watching the NQ, it's still doing the same thing it was doing. I know a lot of the guys like to watch it in the mornings because it moves really good. It's very volatile, very volatile. So we'll check it out. Getting a bunch of messages this morning saying we're coming on. I'm like, or they're not, or they're watching from other places. They're like, hey, I can't make it on in the room with you, but I'm reading a message. Can't make it on with you this morning, but I'm watching you from my job. That's kind of cool. Well, happy watching from your job out there. Good morning to you, Stanley. I see you. That's pretty cool. Thanks for the message, brother. Appreciate it. We got the oil in the 5 minute. And that was the oil open was at 9 a.m. correctly. Oil pit opens at 9. It's 2 minutes to go into the market opens, guys, and you can see the NQs coming right back down. If you're watching it, yeah, it's at 9. I believe so. So the NQ is coming right back down to where I think getting close back where our 6 star performed itself on the chart. So we're definitely watching that for a big fall. So, or retrace back down 9 Eastern. Yep, that's right. So we're 30 minutes into the oil pit already, and we don't have a 6 star on it. Yep, 9 Eastern. Yep, that's the time. So we're watching the oil right now, but we're probably going to be tracing back on that NQ because she's getting right back. She's starting to trail right back down, guys, on the other chart, back down to where we were. So the continuation of that fall at the open is probably what's going to happen. That's about 1 minute from now. Yeah, I mean, it just depends on where you're buying in at. Like if I use my buy ask, it buys at the body of the candle. When I use a market order, it buys at the top of the candle. So I like to use the buy ask to get that, the ask price. But yeah, that's true. You do play you would play the wick of the candle for the range um on those. It is correct. Okay, I'm just gonna jump back over here real fast. Um, See that? This is like the 3 minute, but look at the 1 minute down here. Market is now open. So look, we'll go back, guys. Open range. You see that now the oil is starting to try to push up with the NQ right there. We don't really have a 6 star on it yet, but we could get one. Man, the NQ is taking off flat. It just jumped all up to 135, 136. Yep. Yeah, that's right. You have to look to this left side of that for the overnight highs and see where you got going on. I just figured out too with MotoWave, I can now plot my highs and lows, which I'm going to do. 139, 140. Look at this, guys. Look at this move right here. Want to see some market moving? Huh. This is a market mover. Look at that. This is a market mover. Look, we just got a really, really, really huge volume candle right here. See the market manager printing that huge volume candle right there? So, man, this thing looks like it's going to fly this morning. We'll see what happens right here. Maybe we'll get the 6 star right here on this candle. Be nice if we did. You can see right there, it's like it's got plenty of fresh air on it. Whoops, get that off of there, out of my way. But yeah, we got plenty of movement there. You can see a lot of the charts are following suit this morning. We just don't have a signal yet, but we're going to get one on one of them because things are starting to really, really come together here for the open. Really nice move there. Started out the move right there, just 126.25. I said about the 128 this morning. If we break the 132, I was saying the 132 earlier was the resistance. We broke that resistance, and now look where we're at. We're already, way up 10, 12 points past where I said. Big data coming in 19 minutes. Thank you, Paul. So that's really, yeah, this is like boom. This is amazing. It is really, really flying. So good movement on the NQ this morning, up 152 already, still pushing high for the long. That's really awesome. Looking good on that one there. Looking real good. Maybe we'll get this. I'm thinking we're gonna get an entry here, guys, on this one here. She's just pushing like crazy, but check out this. Let's go back and check out the oil. Look at oil. Same thing. Oil is following the NQ. So that's beautiful. You can look at oil and the NQ. It's almost the same chart. So it's kind of nice. The NQ chart's got 4 big candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the oil's got 5. So they're both just kind of hanging right there together. That's really kind of cool if you're watching oil and watching the NQ both this morning. And let's not forget about our buddy over here, the YM, which you can see the YM of the one that's in the pullback. So we'll kind of jump in there and look at that one there. There you go. The NQ's on the 1 minute. Yeah, we're not going to do anything until we get that data reaction, which I think he says about 18 minutes. So that would be 33, 43. Yeah. So about right top of the hour, about 10 a.m., right, Paul? About 10 a.m. is what we're looking for. And is that going to be the manufacturing PMI that you're talking about, Paul? Because that's the only thing I've seen this morning as far as like the data. I'm just kind of wondering if our data is the same. Because I see there's a manufacturing PMI this morning coming out, but I didn't know if there was something else coming out that was going to make it move. But maybe I just need to dig in on another thing to see more data, more stuff that's posted for data. You got the pullback going on in the NQ right now. Yep, it's true, man. I think everything's going to be on fire this morning. Looks like, but we'll see. We shall see. You can see the NQ is doing his thing, and look at this. All and NQ are running the same, guys. Now let's check out the copper. Look at copper. Copper's still trying to RTY. We're going to check it out real fast because we just got right here on the 5-minute RTY, which is nice. Right here, guys. Boom. There you go. We have a 6-star on the RTY right here. But yeah, 15-minute on these here. So we'll go back to the 15. We don't really have an entry on the 15, I don't think, just quite yet. Nope, we don't. The 5-star was back here. So she has that resistance right here. But like Paul said, we're going to wait this morning, and I'm going to wait until that 18 more minutes. I think it's 17 minutes now, something like that, before we can take a trade on that data. Paul, what's the correct time on that data time? Is it 10 o'clock in the morning, 10 a.m. our time? This is 19 minutes at 32. So, yes, that should be right before the 10 a.m. mark, about 10:52 or 9:52, excuse me, somewhere around that area. We'll go over to the 15-minute here on the NQ. There we go. You can see it, man. It's really, really looking good. Look at that. It's going so fast I had to move my chart. So it's kind of cool. That's nice though. Big giant candle, man. Look at this over here. Look at this move, guys. Look at this. Look at that. It's big continuation right here. That was from 8 o'clock this morning. You know what I mean? Just answering a text real fast. So we'll stay on the 15-minute. Wait for the data to come in. Everything's looking good everything's looking really good though. We got a bullish market now in the NQ. It was bearish, went to neutral. And how we know this is we look at the bias indicator down here as part of the bundle. And we look at it and say, okay, well, let's check it out. I'll widen it out for you guys. You can see it. You see right back here where it was red. This is bearish. Neutral is the neutral market is the yellow. Bearish is the red. So we went neutral right here, which means there's no trades. And it's in the cloud also. So we went bullish right here. Neutral was on the pullbacks. We came back to bullish again, back to neutral into the cloud again. And now look, boom, right there. We are in a bullish market for the NQ. So that pretty much explains that. The links and descriptions are in the YouTube for all the bundles, and all the global trading software products are in the links. And also, if you join the Discord, they're all there now too. And the Discord link was put up. I'm sure Damien can put the Discord link up a couple times a day so you guys can see it and join it. Man, we are way up here, 178. Look at this craziness. This is awesome. Will we hit the 183 is the question. We already hit the 183 once. Will we come back to that? That's going to be the question of the day right there. Are we going to break this 200 today? 15.2. I wonder. Big move though. Big giant move. Coffee's already getting cold. We got the NQ running this morning, looking good. Still showing that bullish move. That's a good thing. I'm just kind of looking at this right here. There you go. Answering all these texts I get in the mornings. People are like, "Hey man, where you at?" I'm like, "I already told you guys like 4 times." They're coming to join me though, or they're watching remotely from somewhere else, which is nice. I'm glad to have everybody watching this morning. If you're on here with us in the room, or if you're just watching from your job or wherever you're watching at, good morning to everybody. Good Monday morning. We're just waiting on some data to come through this morning, and we're going to get some trades in. We did have that 6-star buy on the copper, but we're waiting for the data. That was at 9:36 this morning. Printed that buy on copper. 188. So now the 191 is the target so far now. Let's see if we break 191 in the NQ this morning. NQ is running really good. It's running better rather than some of them. But you know, like I said, the oil over here, boom, oil in the 5 minutes following it. So it's kind of nice. But go to oil on the 15 right here. There you go. Look at that. This was last night. So it's cool. Nice move there. Boom. Look at this. Big move. NQ's got a 6-star, excuse me, on the 5 minute. Well, Paul wanted to stay on the 15, so I guess I'll stay on the 15 here, guys. I didn't get. Yeah, you're still in the 5. You're still in the 5 minute with oil. Yeah, I changed over to look at the 15, but man, it is looking good. Look at that. But this came in. This 6-star here came in at 23.15. So that was really cool. Let's see if we got one of the 5 minute this morning also. In the oil. Oil's looking great. Yeah. Oil's looking pretty good this morning. Just follow the NQ. NQ's up, oil's up, everything's pretty much up this morning. 60 ticks is some good money. It really is. Yeah, so we usually we use the 12 minute on the open for the NQ, but we'll stick with the 15 on the indices at the open. But that's only till 9:45. After 9:45, I don't use the 15 or 12. I use the 1 minute or the 5 minute or whatever I get, whatever I get the moves on after 9:45. The first 15 minutes is the just the higher time frames, and it does keep it in perspective, man. When you got a higher time frame, and if I want to show you guys something that Paul's talking about. Look at the NQ. This is the 15. Look at this. It's beautiful. I mean, it's a nice move here. But now, if you look, you don't have as many pullbacks and all that noise going on. And that's why he wants us to be on the 15th, the open of the market, because look at this. You see this? The 1 minute's going to print a great chart, but you get all this garbage over here on the 1 minute. Yeah, it's got all the pullbacks you got to go through. So when you're on a 15 or 12 minute at the open on the indices, you're not getting all. You can see it a lot more clear. Look at this. Look at this beautiful move on the 15 compared to the 1 minute. And that's really kind of nice to do it on the 15 at the open. Higher time frames, I think, are better, like he says, on the open, because you just seem like you get that. You don't have to, you don't see all these pullbacks and stuff. And you can see these are 15-minute candles. So these are really good candles. You know what I mean? And this one here, it's been, going for a while now. So I just like the higher time frames in the open too, because you don't get as much as the whipsaw effect you get in the 1 minute. on a 15 or a 10 or a 12 minute. So everything seems like it's doing really well this morning. The oil's doing really good. It's kind of stuck right now in price. It's not really moving great. Um, the copper's kind of like still doing the same thing it was doing. It had a big move earlier though. This on the 5 minute, as you guys can see. So I mean, everything's moving pretty good this morning. So waiting for some signals to come through on the data, which is about I think another 8-10 minutes or so. Yeah, so we got a RTY on the 15 going on right now, 6-star buy. And it's probably gonna be the same thing with the NQ here in just a second. So we go, but like he said, we're gonna wait. He said he wanted us to wait, so we'll in 15 minutes. So there's the 6-star on the RTY right here, guys. There it is. So the market data is supposed to come out at 950. It was 32s when we got the 32, 42 is 10, 52. So about 51, 52 was the market data time, I suppose. But the RTY right here, you got the 6-star. One tick above this, guys, if you're going to enter the RTY, would be right at the 2200. That's would be your entry right there, right here. Just one tick above, right there. 21.99. Mine chart says, but it's actually 22 right there. So that's your entry on the here. But I've got my brackets on, so I'll wait for it to break this. The NQ is really pushing up. I mean, it's pushing way up. It is crazy. I mean, the NQ is on fire. Solid straight run. Yeah. I should have caught the NQ this morning because I'd have made a killing on that one. So 9:30 to now, I mean, it's just took off from the 128 to the 196. I mean, that's just incredible. Incredible. I could have caught 100 points in that thing probably this morning. But yep, that's a good one. RTY is still trying to break, so I'm going to go back over here. Look at this one. Look at this. All the way up to the 199.25, guys. I said the 200, and look where we started at 126. So you can see there's about 70 points right there in the NQ right here. Boom. On the 15-minute chart. 198 is where it topped out, and she still isn't done. It's going to keep pushing. The 1 minute showing it really moving. So back down to 194. I just want to see if this RTY will keep track of it right here and see. Yeah, 5 minutes, you said. So about 9:53, somewhere around there is that time on that data. So we'll wait to see what the market reaction comes up to for the rest of them too. And that could be what's pushing this market is that pre-data. So we'll see what happens with there. And that oil was that what time frame was that oil, Paul? Was it the 15 or 5 or what? Oh yeah, the 6B. Yeah, that's the currencies. Yeah, I like that 6A, 6B. I don't know. I think we're allowed to trade the A too, but I'm not sure. But it's on there, and it's currencies are part of the futures, so we are allowed to trade those. But I have them set up, but didn't know. Or all the signals and stuff I have set up too. But most of the signals I got last night on that 6B early this morning, they came through because they're on my chart right now, looking down at it. My alert chart, and seeing some good stuff there. We had some good stuff overnight too, some really good ones. Now oil's just kind of hanging out with the NQ. So let's look at RTY. RTY is still sitting right there, guys. But it hasn't crossed my place to buy in yet. So I'm just kind of waiting on this one. And I'm just kind of jumping back and forth. As you can see, we had the big up moves this morning in the market. Um, so now the YM is going to be doing the same thing, guys. The YM right here. And if you go to the YM on the 10-minute right here, um, the YM is supposed to be showing a 6-star buy on the 10-minute. And must have been right here, but I've got my algo on. So it could be my motor wave again. Things kills me sometimes. But she's pulling back, so we'll come back to this one anyway. Right now, we're just kind of waiting for that stuff to come in. So it's about, 3 minutes until we get that data? About 2-3 minutes. So let's just see what happens in the market the next 3 minutes, guys. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if we get a big, giant push. But I'm looking at that 200 mark right now in the NQ. So, I mean, it is still going. It's going to pull back right here, though, a little bit, I think. Probably going to get the pull back about 194, down a little bit, 193 to 192. You'll start seeing her come back down a little bit right here. And then she'll push right back up. She's pulling back a little on it, but hey, it's cool. Excuse me, I got to sneeze. Thank you. Whoa, mercy. That's a good sneeze. So about 2 minutes, minute and a half, 2 minutes till we get this market data. Showing the NQ still being a long, so wild. We'll see you next week. That's funny. Yeah, I could have took this trade here in the oil both this morning. I just didn't because I'm trading the signals. But it's pretty much a no-brainer this morning on the NQ. That thing ran a lot. 124 entry, 196. I mean, that's a move. That's awesome. 5 contracts. Yeah. I usually trade 4 on them. 4 contracts. At least 4. But I've got where now I do a lot of scaling in. If you guys will see me scaling in, like if I tell you I'm scaling in, I'll tell you exactly what I'm scaling in with. I'll usually start out with 1 contract or 2. And if I see it really running, pull back a little bit, jump in with a 3rd, keeps going again, maybe jump back, pull back, get in with a 4th and do it that way. And you guys will see me scale a lot, scaling my contracts in. Because, I like to make like first $500, boom, second contract goes in, 500 more, third contract goes in. I do it that way. So it's kind of like a little thing I've been doing, but it's working pretty good. So I just like scaling in and out on these big trades. But this one here, man, if you're on the 15-minute this morning on the NQ, man, you can't miss this big move. So just got some market news came over my phone this morning, and it looks like the full approval for Pfizer. U.S. regulators give full approval to Pfizer on the next milestone for, I guess, the battle for coronavirus. So, yeah, I'm going to switch back to the 5-minute on the NQ also. Then the 15 minutes is over for the open, so now we can trade on the 5 or the 1 or whatever. But look at this. We're pushing the 205, guys. 203, boom. Pfizer just got approved. U.S. regulators just approved it. So that might be another market pusher if you're in the stock part of it also. Hang on 1 second. I'm going to move this phone out of my way. There you go. So I got about 34 minutes left this morning in my morning session. So hopefully I'm going to jump on something this morning and get some ticks, get some profits. I'm just answering your text, guys. About the box there. So I had to send a message out. Somebody asked me something, sent them back a message this morning. So good morning to you guys all out there. And we're just waiting to see what this market data is going to push this thing. It's kind of nice. One of my friends said, "Hey, I'm still long in the NQ." Yeah, well, good, stay there because it ain't going down yet. And that's just a tip. Oh mercy, it's not market advice. I'm just playing with you. He knows when I'm just goofing around with him, but yeah, it's looking good long though. Still doing a good job. Just there you go. Just texting the answer to that question. So basically, guys, we're just looking at the 5 minute here on the NQ, waiting for some signals, but I'm gonna go back over and show you guys right here on the one. You can still see it's doing the same. I mean, it's beautiful. Look at that. Boom. What a move in the NQ this morning. 128, 130 entry, boom, all the way up here now to the 206. So, you can't almost 100 points there. That's just like a no-brainer. I mean, look at the manager. Even the manager right here is pretty much the same way. Look at this, guys. You even got divergence. If you guys like how I did my divergence too, man, I got divergence looking really good on these charts now, man. So look at this. You got divergence even came in here after the move started. Divergence came in on the trade manager and said, "Hey, still stay in this," and that's really really nice there. And look at that. You can see my divergence colors. Oops, sorry. Get off of there. See, you can really see where the divergence colors have really, really came in now. And I worked on them and got a little brighter and stuff like that. So look at that. Look at this. See that? You can really see that divergence in there. Isn't that beautiful? Can't miss that. And divergence cloud is part of the bundle, which I absolutely love the divergence cloud. It really is. It helps you get those entries. You get that 6 star, you got divergence going with it. It's really nice to have. Um, my divergence on the cloud are are standard or 17, 14, 150. It's just the default settings. All I did was there's a section where you can like go right here um on divergence. You can go like right there on display and make your cloud different. Like I can change my cloud color like right here to bright or whatever, and they can do that. And that's what I've done. I made my clouds brighter. That's all. But you got to turn off your first box there where it says, the markers up or whatever down. If you have any questions, I'll help you out with it. It's easy to fix. But I just changed my cloud to brighter for me because you can change your cloud to whatever color you want. You don't have to have it green and red. You can change it blue and green, yellow and purple. It's just whatever you want to do. And that's a cool feature too. I like be able to change it to whatever color. I don't use my divergence cloud for stops. I use the trade manager for managing the stops. So say if this was a 6-star right here, let's just say this was a 6-star candle right here, and we got in right here. Okay, let's say we bought in right here, and we're trailing this up. You would initially put your stop loss right here at one below, which is about right here, which would have been the 123 if I'd have got in at the 32 or 135, because this candle came up. So basically, if I got it up here at the 145, I'm always 10 below. I'm at the 135 at least. That's where my stop goes, about 10 points below it. So as it moves up, I just move my trailing stop. I'll move my trailing stop to suit me with the trade manager. I just move mine up 10 points, 10 points, 10 points. But I try to keep it under this EMA cloud right here at all times, right there. So right now, my trailing stop or my stop would be right here at the 174 in this market. Where the market's at right now, if this was a 6-star, I would be about right here, 183 or 175, depending on how aggressive I want to be. I'd probably have mine at the 183 because it's like almost 20 points away. And a lot of guys will put theirs farther down, 173 maybe. But, until it breaks this and comes back down to hit this, you're still good anyway. But I usually try to keep mine lower, at least 10 points beyond it, which right now it's what, 195, 196. 183 is great for me on a stop loss right here if I got one contract. Now, if I'm 5, 6 contracts deep, no, I keep a trailing stop on it because that way, if it does pull back down to here, I'm still locking in all of this without this big whipsaw killing me and killing part of my profits. And that's how I just trade it. Everybody's preferences are different, different on trading. I don't have a magic number on your stop losses, but I know that we like to use the EMA cloud to judge it with a trade manager. But depending on the size contracts you have and what your risk is on your account, things like that, it's better to work out your stops and what you want to lose. But I find a trailing stop is really good as long as it's about 10, 15 points back. And if you start seeing things you don't like or a pullback, you get like, oh my God, I'm gonna get a pullback here and I want to get out with my 2K, my 3 grand or whatever you made, you just flatten it and go. But the trade manager right now is in the NQ is just telling you stay in the trade. You can see higher than average volume candles are right here. I mean, this just keeps moving up. So it's pretty much telling you this trade's still good. So, and that's how you make your money when you follow the trade manager. It's just telling you to stay in the trade and it's telling you to stay in right here. See that? Boom. And look at this candle here. It's just moving, this big giant candle here is moving and it's still moving. It's still going to move. But she's getting up there in the range too. So that's really kind of cool. See what she's going to do here. Oops, another chart here. I just kind of look at this. Wow, she's way up there. This thing has really just took off, man. I do that. There you go. Yeah, this thing has really took off, guys. I mean, it really has. This is beautiful. You're not making money in the NQ this morning, man. I don't know what to tell you because this thing is beautiful. And I don't know why I have a contract right there. Yeah, there you go. So you get a big higher than average volume candle right there, and it's still the market still moving on this. The market's still moving up on the NQ. And it's 226, and the entry was 228. So it's almost 100. It hit 130 already. So I would have captured 100 points on this market this morning already. So it's pretty much a no-brainer. I could have took 100 points on the NQ. Answering more messages. My One of my friends just said, "Hey man, why didn't you take a trade?" He said, "You know it's going up. You should have showed us." Yeah, that's all right. No brainer trades. That's what we're calling it. uh, no, these no brainer trades are pretty much easy to see. No, I didn't get the move because I didn't get the 6 star on the NQ. So I didn't get on the 1 minute. The 5 minute chart, it was what it's over here. 7:30 this morning is where this actually started, guys. So 7:30, but right before I got on is where this started. And the entry was just right above there. The entry was at 141. So it was pretty much cool. So the 6 star came in right here on the 5 minute this morning. 141 was the entry on it, and it's sitting at almost 100 points above that. Or excuse me, 100 points. 141. It said, yeah, it's almost 241 will be 100 points on it. So I really wanted to get in that, but I just had got on this morning as it happened and getting set up and everything. So I should have took this one right here at the open, like I was planning, instead of watching the old. That's a good move, though. A really good move. But that's a really nice move. 141 was the entry, and now it's at peaked out up here at the 236. So that's a lot of points from 141 to 235, 236. Yeah, it's a great move though, Shane. Really great move. I'm gonna pull back a little here though. Pulling back before it probably explodes again. You guys are seeing this though. You got the 6 star right over here at 7:30. This was the alert at 7:30. But remember, I told you guys about continuations of the 6 stars. This is a prime example of what I was telling you this morning. Here's your 6 star. You didn't have an entry because of the resistance. But 7:30, boom, 9:30. 2 hours later, you can put a line right there, like I said. There's your entry of that continuation. And look what happened. Took off. 10:08. 10:08, we're still going. We've been running a long time now. Over 30, about 30 something minutes. This started at 9:30 at the open. We had the little down there and the pullbacks and all that garbage. But 9:30 when it started, and look what time it is now. It's 10:08. So 33, 30, over 30 minutes, man. We've been in this, in this big up move here for the NQ. But now it's too late for me to chase. So I'm gonna sit out and wait. I got all day. All day. Probably gonna start pulling back now though. And the fall is gonna be kind of fun because everything that goes up, but like they always say, what goes up must come down. What goes down must go up. So it's kind of like the market too. You'll probably start seeing this market trading a little bit sideways, and then she'll start trailing back down soon. I don't think we're going to be. I cannot believe we're at 233 in the market. I just can't believe it. I mean, these prices are outrageously going off the chain here, way, way up high. What are we going to try to do? Push the 16K now? Never know. We're not far from it. So, but we're getting up to some good areas. I mean, that's a good thing about it. We're moving up into uncharted territory up here in this, 240 area on the NQ. So it's really kind of cool to see a big move. I like seeing these big moves in the mornings. It's nice to see a big, nice move up for a change, like we had when, like we had, quote, about 3 years ago, 2 years ago. The markets were running great 2 years ago. Every day was a good move. We had a lot of good weeks a couple years ago. It was a lot more of the up moves and the slower downs. But when we had the down moves, we had the big down moves or the big up moves. It was nice to easy to plot those back then. Now we got stuff where one day we have an up move, the next day we have a top day, the next day we got a big down day. So it just kind of goes the same there. It's kind of like we might have an up day Monday, tomorrow could be a sideways day. You know what I mean? Or a huge down day, depending on and it also depends on the data and the markets and what they're doing and the things that are coming in and out, the big news. Like the Pfizer news this morning was helping push the market also. Um, the manufacturing PMI was this morning. There's a lot of stuff that made the news this morning that pushed these markets. And tomorrow, you've got, you pretty much got like the home sales and stuff like that tomorrow. The API crude. Oh, well, the crude's tomorrow for the API. The weekly crude oil is tomorrow, but that's tomorrow afternoon, guys, like at 3:30. So that'll be interesting too. Yeah, that was a good move. Really good move. But now you're going to see the NQ. I'm going to go back on here on the 1 minute because NQ is going to pull back. And you can see it right there on the 1 minute. There's your pullback. So we're saying right to 21. So about the 21. Yeah, as long as it don't pull back down to about the 14, you're still good on it. Pulls back down to that 14, 14.50 right there. You can bet she's going to probably tank. So basically, anything above the 215 is still along in this one. It's kind of cool. Just a little insight there for you. Look at this beautiful move, man. Look at that. Divergence right there. Just bam, straight up this morning. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Just got a really cool message right there. Had to answer that one really fast. Yeah, that's really cool. Got that oil trade. I didn't. Where was your Paul? Did you get this? You must have got the early signal this morning on that one. You must have got an early entry on that one. Well, I did. Cool. Oh, that's looking good though. Really looking good. There it is, right there. Well, that was last night. But man, it's nice. The oil trade is really cool though. That's a beautiful move. Beautiful, beautiful move. Awesome. answering a bunch of texts. It's great. Everybody's doing good this morning, man. Everybody's like, man, this is amazing. Thank you for the call outs this morning. I was talking about the NQ this morning. I told the guys it was going to run, and I got a lot of texts already. Said, man, that was a beautiful call you made at the 128. And said, we just took this thing for a serious ride. Thank you for watching this, guys. Thank you for being part of it. I enjoy the feedback I get from you guys out there. It's just beautiful. We are almost 100 points in this thing. This is a no-brainer. I mean, I knew it was going to break this morning, and we thought it was going to go down, but it went up, and it's still looking good. I mean, it's still going great. I mean, this trade's not over. This long is not over, so it's kind of cool. And I've got where now I got so used with the manager, man, I can almost tell you when the trade's over. And that's really kind of nice. It's really, really, really cool. People think I'm psychic, but I'm not. It's because I'm watching my other chart. I have another chart set up with the same thing, just a few little goodies I have that I personally trade with, and that's just that. But I like to watch the markets. I like to watch the levels. And I'm a really technical analysis kind of guy, and I really like to break down stuff so I can know when and where my reversals are at and everything. So that's just what I look at on the side. I don't want to put all that complicated stuff into here because that would really throw you guys off. But you don't need all that to trade this. It's easy to trade the trade manager and the algo and all the other stuff with global trading software. It's just really good stuff. But I'm like a technical person. I like to break it down and, and see what I'm looking at. But it's really helped me a lot. It's helped me a lot. So trade managers helped us a lot too, as you can see right here. Bam! What a big move. Can't beat that. Answering more messages. Yeah, RTY on the 6-star. Right there. Just got it. It's still there. See that? Boom. On the 15 for the 1 minute. Check it out. Yeah, it's still the same place. Remember, I marked it earlier. So there's no entry there yet, Daniel. We got to wait for it to break above. Yeah, it had. Yeah, you're right, Daniel. You're looking at the same thing I'm looking at. It has to break this 2108 up here. About the 22, I would say probably the 22, maybe the 2250, there's 220250 on that. I go a little higher on the entry on that, maybe 23, somewhere on there. Not 23, excuse me. 2202, 30 something, 50, because my plot's in 30s, 10s, and 10s. So most guys plot theirs in 5s. So I would just say the 220250 is where I'd get that entry on that one. But right now it's just not plotting that entry. Man, I'm slamming this one of the messages. Already there. And one of the guys emailed me. I got a couple friends of mine that work up in Chicago, man, and they work in the pits and all that. So they email, hey man, check you out online. Like, yeah, check me out, dude. Check out my hair. Just messing with them. Yeah, this NQ has ran this morning, guys. I mean, it really looks really good. We're waiting on the RTY, still pulling back. Look at the silver. Look at this. Boom. Silver's tanking. which we thought was going to happen this morning. Got divergence in here. I haven't got an alert on it yet, but I'm just going to wait and see. And here's the oil. Boom. The oil right now is really good. If you got a stop on this one, I think Paul said, yeah, his stop's at 65.10, which is about right. Boom. Right about there. Get the 10 to come up my screen. I'm just going to put mine at 11 right there. That's about the 10s right there to 10 or 11. So his is right there around this area. So mine's right there at the 9. But there's a stop loss that Paul was talking about on the crude, on the oil. And you guys can see, man, this right here has ran all the way through continuously. And how you know to stay in this is the manager's telling you right here, look, oh, geez. Manager's telling you to stay in. We broke this. Boom, we came up. We haven't even come to the bottom of the EMA. See, nowhere. You got higher than average volume candles coming up through here. Pull back right here, no big deal. Pull back, no big deal. Pull back, almost a big deal, but it did not. Look at this. Even right here, when she pulled back, your stop losses down here, you still did not lose this trade because she never hit the bottom of the EMA cloud. She came close. If you had your stop down here and moved it up, at the EMA, like I said, boom, you went right back up and you're still in it. Look at this NQ, man, 247.50 and still rolling. I cannot believe this 270. It's just craziness. I don't think I've ever seen the NQ this past month do a big move like that. That's just unbelievable. And of course, okay, so I got to plug my phone in a second. So many messages this morning, guys, that my phone is completely dead. And I woke up this morning with a charged phone. Okay. So if they go figure 1 hour and your phone's dead, yeah, you get a lot of messages. I just cannot believe this. This is amazing. Look at this, man. This is a no-brainer. No-brainer trade right there. What goes up must come down. Man, I can't believe we're topping the 250 on this thing. I would never in a million years thought we'd jump this far up in the market on the NQ this morning. It's just totally amazing, which means great. The downside is we could catch the downside of this could be a major fall. So we're able to fall back up 90 points off this big move. But I don't like these high prices like this. I don't. We need to have more of a, I think we need to have more of a stable market and get us back down into the 14s. So who knows? We might see the 14s tomorrow or a sideways market one. So, but it's really looking good. Still going up. Look at all still doing good. 65.10 is the stop right here. As you can see, like Paul was saying, 65.10, but the market's already up here, way up in the 30, 31, 20 points above it. So the 6-star came in right. Look at the 5-star. The 5-star came in right here last night, came up, and then boom, 2,300 hours. And you could have just held this trade all night long, pretty much. Wow, that's craziness. Beautiful, though, this morning. 9 o'clock, pit open, boom, straight up off the open. So I got about 6 minutes left in my morning, guys, for our morning session. Got a few things I got to take care of this while I'm at lunch this morning. I got a few calls I've got to return. I got some really cool calls this morning, some messages that I got to look into. So that'd be kind of cool. Remember, hey, Damien, throw that link up again for the Discord for everybody if you're out there watching. That way they can, if people are out there watching, can see it. I had guys just asking, what's the Discord? So there you go. There's your Discord, guys, the ones that just asked me online. So just click that, guys, and you'll be in it. Whoops. I'm gonna go up here and get the link right there. There you go. So there you go, guys. So you got the link. Thank you for asking me about that on the phone this morning. I got a bunch of guys that are always texting me stuff. And thank you for clarifying another thing too. Thank you for the guys out there, and thank you for the um, clarification of Friday's little screenshot deal. They know what I'm talking about. That was funny, but he took care of it. That's professionally thing to do, so we're good there. Um, I won't get into the details, but it was just kind of fun. So basically, guys, we got about 5 more minutes, and this is a great morning, man. I mean, just a great morning. Look at the oil. I mean, this is a no-brainer right here at the open, the pit open right here. I didn't get a 6-star on the pit open, but I could have took this anyway. I mean, because usually the pit open, you know if it's going to go up or down. It's gradually just going to do one or the other. So this morning had to be the big up move. But it came off the same move as this move here. So basically, if you got in this last night, if you got this last night at 32, you could have just took this clean up the up here anyway. So I mean, it's just a good move, overnight move. I mean, all through the night, this thing went great. Look right here at the London. The London market did really good this morning. I mean, there's your London. Your London's right there, guys. So if you go for the London Open, boom, you're still in this, and that's probably most of the guys that trade London probably held this, and they did good. So London's not always that clarified as far as a good moves, but I like the London market a lot because it's slower and it moves really good. But you can catch some really good moves in the London, and it really kind of makes your day, starting your day out. Of course, the London opens at 3 a.m. Central Time, or excuse me, 2 a.m. Central Time, 3 a.m. Eastern Time, because it's already 8 o'clock over in London when it's 3 a.m. Eastern in New York. So you got to get up early if you want to catch these moves, which I've done. And it's cool. Some days I've caught these moves into London, and just I could have been done for the whole day. You know what I mean? It's really nice though to see the London market move, just like the NQ. I mean, it's really on fire this morning. No sign of letting up. 252 now, still going strong. So we'll see what happens there. See what goes on with this. Maybe we'll push to 300. Who knows? Pushing to 253 right now. Oh, my phone real quick. I only got 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes of my morning. This morning, before I get off this morning, I got about 2 minutes. I'll be getting off of my morning. Let's see. Somebody asked me how to spell that. I'm like, what? What? It's global trading software. GTS, just in case you want to know. I got your message right here on the phone. Yeah, it's GTS, global trading software. The link is up in the Discord for you, bud. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, yesterday, I was cleaning the pool, man, my pool, and I got bit by this little spider, dude. I cannot believe a spider can make a big whelp like that. Something barely microscopic you can see, but it wasn't dangerous. It went away, but it was kind of cool. But man, I don't like cleaning pools. That's why people have pool people. Right now, I got about another minute before I get off this morning for my morning break. But man, this has really been a great morning, guys. You've seen some massive moves in the market this morning, so it's just really been nice. Unless uh Les Paul wants to come on and say anything this morning to you guys, and yeah, this really helps, man. It is. It's just really good. The manager's really good. All the signals and stuff we got, from the overnights are really good too. The London market and everything. The market has really moved this morning, guys, a lot. It's just on fire. So I'm gonna get off here this morning and take my morning break for my lunch, and I'll see you guys back this afternoon at 2 o'clock. And it's 10:30, time for me to take my morning break. So I'm gonna take my morning break. Thank you guys for coming in this morning and checking out the channel. Make sure you join the Discord. Come back at 2 o'clock and trade with us again. I'll be on at 2 p.m. Eastern till 3:30 today. And it's been a great Monday so far. Unless Paul has something to say to you guys this morning, I'm going to be getting out of here, and Damien can take over now.